Begin now with more than a week since pro-Palestinian demonstrators pitched tents on the south lawn of Columbia University. And this afternoon, possible progress between the protesters and school administrators.
Newscopter 7 was over campus earlier where a significant number of those tents have already been removed. School officials now focusing on getting anyone who isn't associated with the university off their property.
And new at noon, the university will allow students to take final exams remotely. It previously allowed for students to attend classes remotely for the remainder of the semester.
Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu live this afternoon in Morningside Heights with the latest. Lots going on this afternoon, Janice.
David and Sandra, yeah, a lot of developments, and you saw from that Newscopter 7 video, some of those tents have been taken down, and protesters have also agreed to ban harassing language in their encampment as well. So the university president says there has been some important progress made in those talks, and those talks have been extended another 48 hours. Now, previously, that deadline was at midnight. President told the protesters they had until midnight last night to reach an agreement, or the university would consider alternative options to clear the encampment. Now, we don't know what those options would be, but Columbia did call in the NYPD last week, and more than 100 students were arrested. Now, some students on campus say they remain in fear for their lives. More than 130 Israeli students penned a letter to Columbia's president, Dr. Manoush Shafiq, asking her to take immediate action before it's too late. Their organizers of the encampment have said they plan on staying on campus until Columbia divests from companies that profit from the war. And they released a statement earlier this morning saying the university threatened to call in the National Guard and the NYPD if they do not agree to their demands.
It gives me so much hope that students are standing up for what they believe in. You look at history, students have always been on the right side of history.
I've seen that buses of students getting arrested.
That's what we need is, respecting honest debate and the right to protest. But when it veers into the hateful, vile speech that has been directed at Jewish students, compromising their sense of security that they deserve to have, something that's critically important, that's what I'm hearing from the students I met.
Well, happening later this afternoon, House Speaker Mike Johnson is expected to be here on campus to talk to Jewish students. And Governor Hochul actually just spoke about that visit, and she says that a visit like this should not be politicized, a protest like this should not be politicized, and that the House Speaker should go back to Washington, D.C. to focus on other topics like a bill for the migrants. Live outside of Columbia, Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.